Hello wonderful developers, and here we are, Learn to Code for Elrond Part 2. This time we're gonna have things more condensed, we're gonna be focused, and this is what this session is gonna be about. Add the close wallet button, and then we're gonna implement the Denominate components, and of course after that we're gonna add the contract code, and we're gonna check the contract balance. Also at the end we're gonna test using the testnet, and actually I had the problem with the Alice didn't want to help me, but we got it to test the deployment and the state of the contract in the end. So this is what we're having for today. So if you guys liked my previous videos, and if you want me to continue doing this, please like, subscribe, and in case you're building something on the other chains, I'd like to know, so put them in the comments below, and let's go. So let us add our logout button here at the end after we see our balance. And in order to log out, we need a function actually log out. Alright, so we have our button. I guess we also a good idea to put some padding around. Okay, so we have close button that we need to put the time to log out, so it does work. And in order to use it with we need to import actually we do have it with use context. We also need to import from here, use Elrond dispatch. The Elrond dispatch is the one from our context exported by the index, so it's this one that passes to our reducer the dispatch events. And in the reducer, yeah, we can see that we have the login, loading, set provider, and also logout. So as long as we set the type of the event as like logout, this method will reset the state as being logged out. So instead of like time to log out, let's just say use Elrond dispatch, and we're dispatching type log out. I think it was like that. Let's just see if actually no, because we're gonna get in trouble. Yeah, const Elrond dispatch. So Elrond dispatch. Sorry. hook problem. Alright, so let's see. We open the wallet. Right, we logged in and now we should close the wallet. And now if we open the wallet, then we close it. So this one works. Next step. What would be the next step? Well, let's just use the denomination now. Okay, actually, before we continue with denomination, we need to fix an error that 100% will show up. And instead of like letting you guys see me hitting it again, these are my notes when I tried to do this before, and we need to add some configuration to our project that basically will handle this BigInt error that will show up. This is a linting error, and in order to get around that, we need to add eslint and configuring it. So I'm just gonna copy these commands from there to our project. Not eslint dev. Alright, so has been added, and now we need to initialize the eslint in this project. Alright, so check syntax, find problems, check syntax only. I guess we can go for this. It's like the minimum JavaScript modules, import, export. I guess this is a React project. Do you use TypeScript? No, it does not. Where does you run the code? In the browser. Is how do you want your config file to be in? Well, this one needs to be JSON. I found most of the application and configuration were based on JSON. Would you like to install them now? So yes, install, do whatever you need to do. So it finished installing. Now let's see in the notes whatever this is there. The next is, in order we need to configure this eslint source JSON. So if we refresh our workspace, we can do that here. In the source, now we have this file. So in case you're following through, after you installing, you need to stop your application in yarn install, and then afterwards it will start and you will hit this error. So it's not as less as tedious as I anticipated, so I still need my notes to look at them. Space. Alright, so we got rid of all those errors now. Okay, so now that we have fixed our errors, the next thing would be to add the denominate. So those big, just show you. So those big numbers that we have, so we convert them into the access to the wallet. So this big number from here, we place the decimal right there. We could do it the very raw way, we just count the digits on, but the team from Elrond, they provided us with a very good method specifically for this, and it's in this module called Denominate. So I'm just gonna copy it and paste it in our components. Alright, so yeah, okay. So they have provided us with this denominate component, so you can go to their Git repository and copy it from there. So this is what I actually had to do to make it work. So first things first, let's just rename to JavaScript. Okay, and now let's see, right, all the types. Sometimes I find even if I convert, so I can leave the comma and say, yeah, this one is a string and this one is a number and this one is again number and that's a boolean and this one again it's a boolean. Alright, we can do this for basic types. A interface, sorry, but I need to completely remove it and I cannot use any of this. It's just alright. The denominate and it returns a string, but we do know how to use it. We see there the interface. Alright, we formatted the code. I guess that's it for this file. And the index from here, we have again an interface that it will actually format and then will return. This is supporting our method. So now in our home, what we need to do is to just import Denominate from the Denominate module. So this one, so just go to home and this is my funds and that we need to format them. Alright, so here import is it imported as default? Yeah, it's default. Alright, so we import Denominate from Denominate. I guess that's it because we are in the same location. Failed to is not exported. Alright, so Denominate attempts to import user context and this one is not exported from context. Where is this one in the index? So this one is using the use context, so it's not actual use context. This we need to change because our context is actually use Elrond context, right? So alright, we also the path might be we go up one and it go another up one and then go back to context. One context. Yeah, I think that's the path. It's right. We just need to use Elrond context. So use Elrond context. Alright, it works. And now, so we're able to import it. And now in the home, we need to use it. And I forgot how to use it. Basically we just need to pass the value. So denominate in here instead of like my funds. What we pass denominate that value equals my funds, probably like that. And I need to close. What is this? Yeah, there you go. So we denominate. It's really cool. So we denominated to 9.49 EGLD. Just do the same also for the crowdfunding contract. See the sums from the crowdfunding contract. Okay, so now the next step would be to add the contract part of the code. This is again my notes. In the template, decentralized application template, there is this folder contracts actually that contains the code needed to interact with contracts. So looking at the TypeScript file, we see that there is functional, actually from the index we see there's functionality for actually in the send in the contract send funds, and this is actually like a class. Yeah, there's the crowd fund class that has, it just look like that. So what does it have inside? There's the request and send funds wallet provider, and also current funds constructor. But for the current funds we're gonna check to see how to use it, but first we're gonna use it using our method. So okay, first things first, let's copy the contracts folder and do the same thing. This one is directly in the source folder. And the only file that is not JavaScript is the contracts class, so let's just rename it JS. So this is a little bit different. I already did it in my notes. If I go here, components, contracts, so all I need to do is comment out. Alright, so this, they go out. And now I have the constructor. That takes the provider. Signer. Alright, there's non-mandatory, there's right address, and the smart contract. And what it does, it returns, which is a promise, current funds. It's in async. And basically that's that. There's no private in JavaScript, sorry guys. And there's no promise. Funds wallet provider, and also funds nature provider. Okay. And I think that does it. And we need to save it. So okay, now to look at the funds, let's just copy our method. Sure, I don't need this folder anymore. Okay, so let's just extract this piece of method here. So let's just say function get funds, and we are gonna pass to it the what we're gonna pass. Let's just be consistent with the Elrond team, because yes, in the readme here. Where did I put this one? this. Oh yeah, it's a level up. So in the Swagger API, when we look at an address, get blocks, tokens, accounts, and then the address. So this one, try it out, and we paste the address and then we execute. So contract address, this is the contract, and it says non-zero, balance 0, tax 0. That's my contract address. Something is weird. Okay, so from the README, using the contract, using the Swagger API on the testnet, account address, try, put our, and then we execute. We get the and the balance, if you do guys remember. Also, like, really cool, you also see the bytecode of our contract here. This is the bytecode of our contract. So it's actually like really nice that it was a surprise for me when I checked the contract here. And now it makes sense because the actual contract contains also the bytecode. So when you send money or when you receive money, you're using the API that you're coding when you're designing the contract, and that exists in the contract itself. It's just in accounts and an address, but it's not the standard one that like a wallet that you use for yourself. It has its own rules that you program in it as a developer. Really cool. So let's just, what we're interested in the balance there. So let's just not get funds, is get balance, and we know function. So we added the contract. I think I did another, but it doesn't matter. So now let's just move this function, because we can use it also for the contract and how we check the contract. And so get balance, I guess, async function, get balance. We're gonna pass the address, and this was basically doing what this is doing, and is not gonna set my funds, it's just gonna return the balance. Balance, there you go. So that's the method, and now let's just use it here. So don't do that. So okay, get balance, and we have the address. Then, because that's a promise, so new balance. Get balance, I guess I can just write balance. And there you go. Goes to so we have a hook here, set my funds, and we pass balance. So this one should still work. Let's just say save. What we need to call it. And the only way, let's just open the wallet again. Well, it works because it's there. So we're gonna use the same for the contract. Now the contract here, the address, let's just use our address from the README because we care about this one. Contract addresses. So not this one, it's this one that we deployed last time. And so this is my funds, so this is crowd funds const I guess I can just say crowd funds set crowd funds use state is gonna say 0. This is not good. Zero. All right. Better. And now we need to import from the contracts. The index is the addresses, and the actual addresses. There's the crowdfunding test. So just see how we import this thing. Just gonna place it there just to be able to okay, so import addresses from contract. There you go. So now comes the actual crowdfunding the address, crowd address, I can say. Address equals that one. Addresses. Yep. Does it work? I'm just gonna write it down first because I'm no JavaScript developer. Crowd address. Okay. I wanna look at it here. Oh yeah, it works because we have it here. So let's just remove it. Remove the log. We have the crowd address. So now what we need to do is basically the same way as we added here. We're gonna say use effect async, and this one, what it's going to do is going to do this, get balance, and then it's gonna say the crowd address that then say balance. So set crowd funds, and we'll say balance, and this one depends of nothing, and that's it. Okay, so let's just show it now on the. So we have now the crowd funds, just as we said here. This is the balance, and we could basically say here crowd balance and my balance and crowd balance, and this is crowd funds. There you go, and that should be it. Yeah, so let's just save. And that's it. That's 12 euros. And just for fun now, let's just add, well, actually, yeah, the first thing, commit. Derogated the contract balance. So we interrogate the contract balance, and now just for fun to remember how it is, let's just add some code, some more funds using this snippet. So okay, so I don't know what is happening with Alice from the crowdfunding contract. Basically, I in the snippets you're deploying the contract using the Alice, and then something's wrong with Alex, and then like that I cannot just send funds or query things. And what I did, basically I created my own PEM file for the user I kept using, and I deployed a new contract just to check that I can do that. And after that I was able to send. So this is the new contract. I'm gonna delete the other one that I am not going to use. I'm just gonna check first that I did it right. Is this the address that I am using? Something is still not right. Sender, receiver, this is the receiver. No, yeah, so that's the new contract that got deployed. So it's not this one. Just gonna duplicate this line. I'm gonna paste this. Just to make sure that everything is in order. So I'm just gonna check the funds here using the API. I've just deployed 3 funds. Now, of course, I need to check I need to update the contract also in my application. Not here. This is going to be the new address that failed to save readme. What's the problem with the readme? Oh, alright. Yeah. You know, guys, I'm going to close from here, don't save, and probably, yeah, it's this one. I had it open in 2 editors at the same time. Alright, yeah, fine. I open it from here. So just to check again, yarn start. So now the balance should be 3. Yeah, we just need to put 1,000 times the documents our wallet. And yes, alright, cool. Now we going to send funds. Let's send press that, send funds, untranslated. Send funds. It worked. Yes, we've sent 3. And actually, let's see. I don't know. Yeah, there you go. We refreshed the page and we got the funds there. Well, that is for now. They also closing the wallet. We also close the wallet and now opening the wallet. There you go. The funds are there. So that's it for now. Thank you for bearing with me. If you liked, please subscribe, and thank you again for the support that you guys have shown me so far. What's next is sending funds using the application. I need to figure out first how to do that, and then I'll do a tutorial about that. Thank you, and see you guys next time.